chasing the great Demetrius Johnson, but this man believes when all is said and done, he might go down as the greatest flyweight champion of all time. Tonight, a chance to join that elite class and realize his first UFC win.
Yeah, he's trying to become the champion of the division that has had some really good champions, from Demetrius Johnson to Davison Figueiredo to Brandon Moreno. The list of fantastic champions at flyweight is not very long, but he feels that he can stand atop all those guys by the time his career is done. But it all starts tonight. You gotta win in your first opportunity.
And he did tell us this week he felt like the champion at times was ducking him, but the win streak became so long that there was no denying this title shot. Now we'll see what he can do. He's just a little guy, but man, can he fight the #1 ranked flyweight contender. This division has really appealed to the fans over the last several years, and this man has made himself undeniable, gets his first title shot in the UFC tonight.
You know, John, these guys are small, but I believe that is one of the most skilled divisions in the entire UFC, and this gentleman has really separated himself from the pack. He has done everything necessary to put himself right on the verge of doing something special. He believes that he's going to get it done tonight. Every part of him believes that he's the best. Now he has to go out and show it.
No man should weigh 125 pounds. I mean, let's be honest, but that is a package of skill and will and grit that looks a whole lot like a future champion. And now our tail of the tape for this flyweight championship fight. To get us started with the official introductions, we go inside to the veteran voice of the Octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Flyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Alexandre the Cannibal Pantoja!
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Let's do it.
All right, a lot of fans curious to see how this fight and this round will play out. For one, Alexandre Pantoja, he has been on the cusp of a UFC flyweight title shot for his entire UFC career. Injuries have been a part of the narrative, but when this man is healthy and able to compete, he's a real problem. Whether knocking out Matt Schnell or submitting Brandon Royval, this man can beat you every which way but sideways, and believes he has a favorable matchup with which to showcase his skills tonight. And just misses with that big right hand. Lands a strike there. Solid takedown right there.
Getting them out here. Oh, he got to the spot.
Pantoja's in half guard now.
Right now, it looks like he may be trying to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across, and secure it with his head. Inside control, you got a ton of options. He goes knees on belly. He's postured up. He's landing big ground and pound. He has to move on the bottom, or the fight's gonna get stopped.
He's having his way with him here. Johnson's back in full mount.
Big ground and pound.
Drops down inside the now foot.
He's setting up a sub attempt.
Looks like a pretty good attempt here. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Oh, measures up and delivers a big ground and pound strike to the head. Nicely done there by Johnson. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Relentless pressure from the top by Johnson.
Look at him, he's setting up the choke now. Look at that, he's setting it up.
Oh, looks like he's got that arm pin in the triangle now. How do you get out of harm's way here?
I mean, you gotta shove that knee, John. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Johnson's right back to the full mount.
He's gotta start throwing now. Changing the position.
All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out, or guys start to attack triangle.
Oh, so saved by the bell. He was getting grounded and pounded something fierce there near the end of the round. You see, it's going to take him a good chunk of these 60 seconds between rounds just to get back to his feet. So a big moment here at the end of the round. We'll see if he can recover in time to make the walk here for this next round. All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. Your good friend Mark Coleman, the godfather of the ground and pound, would be proud.
He'd be very proud. He'd be very proud with the way that he showed his ability to use his ground and pound. He didn't waste any action. He did everything he needed to do. He was able to posture. He was able to control wrist. He did everything perfectly in his approach in that ground and pound sequence.
Round two underway. Left hook to the head. Pantoja gets hit with yet another flush left to the head. He's got to figure out a way to get those hands up and shore things up defensively here.
Beautiful shot lands to the leg.
Pantoja gets hit with that hook. He's got to be careful here.
He lands a solid punch there.
These significant strikes starting to pile up for Demetrius Johnson. Johnson gets the single leg takedown.
Attacking that guillotine. Oh, now it's getting tight.
Oh, looks like he's countering here with maybe a Von Flu. He's got the side mount, and now all of a sudden his opponent's in trouble. May want to bail on that guillotine sooner rather than later. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Well, he's on his back, but he's moving his head on the ground pretty well defensively.
Nice transition. He's got to find a way to get back to his feet.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
In the half guard.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Johnson. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Now maybe trying to get to a choke position here, DC. Johnson's got his head. Let's see if he can secure a guillotine choke here.
Yep, that guillotine's deep.
Holding the position, still working for a submission. Good is that as he gets out.
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard. And there you go, again, half guard.
Let's work, I'm gonna stand this up.
All right, working on the ground here, his opponent's feet on the hips. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Johnson's has got full mount now.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
Pantoja's in half guard. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Johnson's back in full mount.
Good round.
Stop.
Punch into that clinch this round. Right? He has no answer for your clinch. He's not defending the right way. He's open for those knees, those elbows. All of that is working great.
All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you would.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. Well, we wondered earlier why there weren't as many body strikes. He's making up for lost time here. Shot to the body connects, and that bears watching. That's going to hurt this opponent. Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Oh, a huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to land the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight. There it is. Now he's on the mount.
All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
All right, so he's setting up for submission here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, he postures up in a big head strike by Johnson. All right, so you gotta be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Inside. All right, setting up for a submission now. Oh, he might be in trouble here. Oh, bails on the submission now. Takes his back. We'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure.
Oh, he passes the half guard now. And he's not posturing the land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Under a minute now to go. Fighters inverted now.
Oh, he's stepping over the head here. Oh, that sub is tight. He's working very hard to try to get the sub. Knee on belly.
10 seconds to go in the round. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
All right, breathe, respira, respira. Você tem que ir com calma, tá? You gotta slow it down. You gotta be calm, okay? You're being overly aggressive.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays, DC. And if you like the kicking game, that was the round for you.
Yeah, man, he used his kicks beautifully. He managed distance, managed space, and eventually those kicks started to really take an effect on his opponent and slow him down. He has to stay the course next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go, fourth round of a possible 5. And this is the time where fighters are really tested, right? Dig deep, lean on the heart. We'll see who has the upper hand.
You feel pretty good in round number 5. Round number 4 is the one that really does test the fighter. It really...
Oh, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
Something's done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Fight back! Fight back!
He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique.
Oh, looks like he might get the finish here.
This has to be it, John. It's got to be it.
Come on, Alexandre.
Working out an Ezekiel choke, and he somehow gets out.
He just had to stay patient. It's so unfamiliar. If you panic, you're going to get submitted. He didn't panic.
Under 3 minutes now to go on the round.
That was nice. Oh, into the mouth.
Pantoja's in half guard. Print the shirts, ground and pound. All right, working inside his opponent's guard.
You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle.
I need you to fight out of that.
You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. He was able to withstand the fire, and now he finds himself out and safe. He passes to half guard.
All right, so he gets back to his feet after that extended battle on the ground, and the crowd is loving it.
The crowd's going crazy because they appreciate high-level mixed martial arts, and that's exactly what you just got.
Strike landed pretty cleanly there. Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it.
He passes to half. Now he's going full mount. Now he's got good body position, yup.
Pantoja's attempting a triangle here. Let's see if he can finish the deal. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Oh, he bails on the submission now. 20 minutes down, potentially 5 to go.
All right, buddy. Sit down. Senta ahí. Relaxa. Respira. You with me? All right, listen. We're down on the cards. I want you to go out there. Put your card.
All right, so there's the end of the round. We had a big submission attempt there midway through, but largely the submission defense held up.
It wasn't tight. We thought the fight was over, but stayed patient, stayed calm, relaxed, and found his way out of that deep submission.
All right, so there's the end of the round. You know, few things more exciting in mixed martial arts than a submission, and he nearly had one there.
He almost had it. He had it locked in. He thought the fight was over, but his opponent was able to escape. But the next time, if he goes back to that position, maybe he gets the finish he wants so bad. And there's that jab.
He's looking for that left hand. Not there. Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange.
He passed the half guard.
All right, closed guard now. Pantoja's trying to lock up on a submission now.
Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on it.
Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He was able to take his arm out and stay safe.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground.
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique. Postures up, knee on belly. He's raining down ground and pound. He has to move or the fight is going to get stopped.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as...
Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal. Nice positional control here. Lands with the ground and pound here. Oh, another strike lands from the top. Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Might be a submission attempt here. Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
Yeah, he's trying to switch over to get an armbar. He's going to be on his corner to try to chase him.
Oh, he escapes!
He got out! I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Johnson's back in half guard, very comfortable here. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Ooh, he lands a kick to the leg. All right, so the title fight goes the distance. I don't want to steal Bruce Buffer's thunder because he doesn't like that, but and new UFC champion of the world, you're looking at him.
Yeah, he's the new champ. No matter how you want to look at it, he did enough to take the belt off the champion. He used his striking, his footwork, his beautiful movement in order to confuse the champion over the course of 5 rounds. He did enough. It's time to strap the belt around his waist.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 50-45. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision and new undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson.
Well, that title fight had it all. It goes the full 25 minutes, but in the end, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new UFC flyweight champion of the world as he wrests the belt away from the incumbent with style points here tonight.